before I go into the list of everything that went wrong yesterday, I want to give praise and recognition to two guys who I felt are deserving for their performances yesterday. And number one being Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah just game by game continues to just elevate his level of play. Yesterday's game was by far the best game that I've seen from Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah was a force on the defense in the passing game and in run support. The guy was flying inside, making tackles. Didn't hear anything from C.D. Lamb all day, so gotta give hella praise to Jeff Okudah. He's done an amazing job this year. And all the people who've called Jeff Okudah a bust, this is your time now to admit that you are wrong. Apologize to this man. You called him a bust. This man was hurt the first 2 years. Didn't even have a full year worth of experience. And you were already done. Wrote this guy off. He stepped up. He's making a name for himself. Apologize to that man. Second, I'm going to give kudos to a guy who we signed off the street in a field goal kicker. I think his name is Michael Bagley. The guy kicked a 53-yard field goal yesterday. Made it. He accounted for our only points on the day. He kicked 2 field goals. He made them both. He's 100% on the year. Besides those two guys I just named, hey, everybody else might have had a okay game to obviously a subpar game. But also I want to give a little recognition to Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson did have a better game yesterday. A sack and a half, not bad, young man. I think, of course, the addition of Josh Pascal coming and playing on the defense had something to do with that. Our two rookies on the edge being on the field together, maybe that made some improvement for Aiden Hutchinson's success. They also have Aiden Hutchinson coming out of a 2-point stance. He's no longer putting his hands in the dirt, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know, but it was a little bit of a better performance from Aiden Hutchinson yesterday. It seems like Aiden Hutchinson hasn't learned how to control himself as far as gassing himself. He always looks tired whenever the cameras are panning to him on the sideline. He looks gassed. So I don't know if it's conditioning or he's just so excited and going 0 to 100 every snap. So when Aiden Hutchinson learns how to control himself and manage that energy, maybe he could be a little bit more effective than what he has been up to this point. But I was proud to see what he was able to do yesterday. But besides those three, honestly, I don't really have too much recognition to be given out. And so, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. At this point, Jared Goff is who he is. He's who we always said he was. Now, I'm not going to lie, Jared Goff, up to yesterday, I felt like he was playing better than he was last year. Obviously, turnovers are always going to be his downfall. But I felt like Jared Goff was a little bit more assertive, looked a little more confident this year. But the last two games, it's really been bad. And I'm gonna give a little wiggle room of excuse to Jared Goff because Jared Goff was without his best two performers on the offense. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown back in his second game from his injury. And the dude went out on the first series. He had to go through the concussion protocol because he took a hit. And when he got up, he looked a little unstable. He looked like he had just had a concussion. Later, we find out that he actually passed the concussion test or whatever. But because of the Tua situation, they're going to be a little bit more careful about how they proceed against these type of things. So they set him out for the rest of the day. So it looks like he'll be coming back Sunday. But we were without St. Brown, and then Swift. We still don't have Swift. Swift is still on the sidelines without pads. And it's frustrating because obviously we know what the guy's capable of when he's on the field. We know what both of them are capable of when they're on the field. When you didn't have either one of those guys. So who do that leave? That leave behind Josh Reynolds, who was fresh off of injury this whole week, down with a knee injury. I don't even know if he practiced all week. So he's got injury, but he still played yesterday. You got Khalif Raymond, who led the team in receiving. I'm sorry. You got T.J. Hockenson, who besides that one game when he went beast mode, just a lackadaisious performance from T.J. Hockenson. I think Brock Wright, another tight end. You really don't really have offensive pieces past Amon-Ra St. Brown and Swift. Jamal Williams was running really good up until the point to where he fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line, and ever since then he didn't see another snap. And I can't blame Dan Campbell for benching Jamal after that, because that's just inexcusable, man. You don't fumble the ball on the 1 yard line. Even with our offensive pieces being out, this game was a very much winnable game because guess what? At halftime, we were up 6-3. What did that say? That says that the defense was doing their damn job. The defense gave you what you wanted, gave you what you needed to win. All you needed to do, Jared Goff, was not turn the ball over. And then what do? You proceed to turn the ball over 4 times. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. That's unacceptable. Jared Goff is the reason why we lost this game. It's not Dan Campbell today. I can't get on Dan Campbell. Even though he did something questionable, the possession we had before halftime with over a minute to go, Jamal had just had a big play, a big run, and we just decided to sit on the ball and just run the timeout. I didn't get that, but I'm not gonna cry over that. Whatever. Maybe he didn't want to risk a turnover by can't even think of his name now. I'm just all over the place right now. I'm not frustrated. I'm more like, at this point, all I want to do is see our rookies, our second year guys, just continue to show improvement. We got to see a little bit of Josh Pascal. Now I want to see J-Mo. Where is J-Mo? Can we please get J-Mo Williamson on the field so we can see what this guy's capable of doing? I'm not saying he's going to come in and save the season. The season is over. The season is lost. We're used to that. We're used to, at this time, looking at draft prospects. I think that's where we fall now. I just want to see this guy on the field, what he's capable of. I don't know what the holdup is. The guy look healthy to me. I'm seeing him on Instagram. He's running, he's cutting, he's doing all this stuff, but yet y'all don't want to put him on the field. And when people ask you questions about, okay, when we're going to see Jamin Williamson, I'm sure we're going to be able to see him at some point this year. Well, shit, it's 17 games in a year. I hope so. Man, so yeah, the Lions lose again. We fall to 1-5 now. Very likely chance that we're going to go 1-7 over the next 2 games. And this is just what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but this is your team. And it's very likely that we're going to end up with the number 1 overall pick. And that just means now the pressure of finding your QB and choosing the right one and not choosing a bust. This is going to make or break Brad Holmes. A lot of people been quiet about Brad Holmes, but man, Brad Holmes, you got a lot of pressure on you now. You get this first overall pick and get another top 15 pick with the Rams pick, and you mess up both of them. Oh yeah, both you and Dan Campbell, I can clearly see as day. It's clear as day. I can see y'all being on the ins and outs of jobs. So, once again, shout out to Jeff Okudah, all y'all who call him a bust, I want y'all to apologize now. He's deserving of that. And just now, man, all I want to do is just see the rookies and our young guys to continue to improve because we are a young team and we need something to look forward to. It's not the playoffs, obviously. We just need something to look positive to look forward to, and that's all I can see right now. So, let me know how y'all feel about the Lions currently as they are in the comments, and I'll read and I'll reply to y'all. Hey, on to the next one, right? Until next time, I'm out.